Hi everyone, this is Archit Kumar. So you are going to learn about polymer technology. Polymer is a word coming from poly and meros. Poly means many, meros means molecules. That means polymer is made from the many number of smaller molecules. Of polymers is many number of smaller molecules can combine together through chemical reaction forms a big molecule is called polymer. The phenomenon or the process is called polymerization. Here the smallest molecules are add together one by one and they forms a big molecule or giant molecule. The giant molecule is called polymer. Example of polymerization: n number of ethylene molecules are undergo polymerization forms polythene. In this CH2 bond CH2 is the smallest repeating unit. So the smallest repeating unit in the polymer is called monomer. The smallest repeating unit in the polymer is called monomer. And the classification of polymers. So classification of polymers is based upon the origin. They are classified into classification of polymers based upon the origin. They are classified into two types. The first one is the natural polymers, second one is the synthetic polymer. So the natural polymers which are originated from the nature, example plants and animals. Okay, so natural polymers which are originated from the nature means plants and animals. So in that the well known example is the natural rubber, cotton, okay, and also glass is one of the natural polymer. Next, the natural polymers are classified into two types. They are inorganic natural polymers, organic natural polymers. What is meant by inorganic natural polymers? In the inorganic natural polymers, the backbone chain of natural polymer is made up of boron, oxygen, silicon, etc. Example of the inorganic natural polymers are asbestos and also silicones are example of inorganic natural polymers. Next, organic natural polymers. What are organic natural polymers? The backbone chain of natural polymer is made up of carbon only, then they are called organic natural polymers. Example: cotton, wool, leather, silk, etc. These are the organic natural polymers. And I am going to explain what are synthetic polymers. The synthetic polymers in which they are originated from the laboratory, processed through the chemical reaction. Okay, so in the laboratory the organic synthetic polymers are manufactured. The synthetic polymers are manufactured in the laboratory by using chemical reactions. Okay, so the synthetic polymers are again classified into three types. The first one is elementary organic polymers, inorganic polymers, and finally organic polymers. Elemental organic polymers, in this case the combination of organic and inorganic polymers, they forms Elemental organic polymers. Example, silicones. The best known examples are silicones. Okay, so silicones are the elemental organic polymers. Next, inorganic polymers. In this, synthetic inorganic polymers, in this the backbone chain is made up of boron, carbon, sulfur, etc. So in this case, the inorganic polymers, the backbone chain doesn't contain carbon atoms. Except carbon, all the remaining, the examples are boron, carbon, sulfur, etc. Example, polycarbonates. Inorganic polymers, synthetic inorganic polymers, best example is polycarbonates. Polycarbonates. Carbonates. Okay, next one, organic polymers. So in this case, the synthetic organic polymers, the backbone chain is made up of carbon only. Okay, example, polythene, nylon 66, bakelite, PVC, etc. So these are the main classification of polymers based upon origin. They are natural polymers. Second one is synthetic polymers. Next, I am going to explain another classification of polymers, that is third one is organic polymers. So in that organic polymers, these are again classified into three types, actually four types. Fourth type is resins. Okay, the organic polymers are classified into four types. Their first one, plastics, elastomers or rubbers, fibers and resins. Okay, so organic polymers are classified into four types. They are plastics, elastomers, fibers, resins. Coming to plastics, the plastics means those synthetic organic polymers having plasticity character or plasticity property. Those synthetic organic polymers having plasticity character or property, they are called plastics. Classification, there are two types, thermoplastics, second one thermosetting plastics. What is meant by thermoplastic? Thermoplastic means when we heat the plastic material, then they undergo softening. When we cool it, they becomes hard. It is called thermoplastic. Generally PVC, polythene, these are the general thermoplastics. Whereas thermosetting plastics, when we heat a plastic material, then it doesn't undergo softening. When we strong heat the material, then the plastics undergo charring. Okay, so that means they gives burning smell, and also they are decomposes, they are undergo decomposition. Okay, so these are the two types of plastics. Second one, elastomers or rubbers. So these are synthetic organic polymers having elasticity property, they are called elastomers. Okay, rubbers or elastomers means those synthetic organic polymers having elasticity property, they are called elastomers. Example, Buna S butyl rubber, Buna S and butyl rubber. So best known of elastomers or rubbers. Next one, fibers. Those synthetic organic polymers which are used to make filaments. Filaments means thin wires. Okay, so threads, they are also used for manufacturing of ropes. Fibers are used for manufacturing of ropes. Example, nylon 6, nylon 66, nylon 610, rayon, etc. Okay, now next classification, thermoplastics definition I already given, so no need to explain. So but we have to know about examples of thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Example of thermoplastics are PE. PE means polythene. PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride. Styrene. 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 So these are the thermoplastics. Thermosetting plastics. Teflon. Okay, which is used for the manufacturing of switchboard. Backlights. Backlights are also used to make switchboards, cooker handles, etc. Types of polymers. So the next classification, types of polymers, the based upon nature of monomers. Based upon nature of monomers. Based upon nature of monomers, the polymers are classified into again two types. They are, first one homopolymers, second one is copolymers. What is meant by homopolymer? Homo means same. Only one type of monomer are present in polymers. Only one type of monomer are present in polymer. Okay, is called homopolymer. Example, let us say monomer M1. Monomer M1. So all there are M1, M1, M1 and so on. That means it may contain only one type of monomer. There is no second type of or secondary monomer. So the homopolymers are classified into three types based upon their structures. The first one is straight chain homopolymers. Second one branched chain homopolymer. Third one is cross-linked homopolymer. Straight chain means all the polymers are linked like this. Okay, all the monomers are linked like this, not polymer, and by this way it forms polymer. So this is the polymer 1, this is polymer 2, second polymer. So these are like this. So in the monomer present in homopolymer is straight chain, then it is called straight chain homopolymer. Okay, listen, I am repeating the definition of this straight chain. What is meant by straight chain polymer? Straight chain polymer means the monomer present in the homopolymer is straight chain. That means all the monomers are in a linear direction. Okay, example M1. So in this case only one type of monomer is present and all are in straight chain. All are in straight chain or linear direction. Next, coming to branched chain. We know branching. Let us see an example: CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay, see this example. It is an organic compound, an alkane. Here there are some branches are there. Okay, in this chain, this straight chain, there are some groups are act as in branches. Okay, sometimes they may be lengthier, they may be more length, they having more length. Next, in this branched chain homopolymer, the monomer present in homopolymer is branched. It is called branched chain homopolymer. Example, see this. Example, see this, the bottom of the page. So here this is the branched homopolymer. Next, coming to cross-linked homopolymer. If the monomers are present in the homopolymer having three-dimensional network structure, 3D network structure, we know face-centered cubic crystal, body-centered cubic crystal diagrams in the solid state. So there seems to be three-dimensional network. So like that, these also having three-dimensional network structure. That means let us see, there is a polymer, straight chain polymer M1, and there is a branched polymer with branches. These branches are linked to the another polymer. By this way it forms links, cross links. By this way it forms cross links with the another polymers. So by this way the monomers, during the process, the monomers are linked, cross linked with each other and forms a three-dimensional network structure like continuously. Okay, it forms a three-dimensional network structure continuously. So in this case there is a network structure is there. Okay, so which type of molecules can show this type of structure? Example is bakelite. Bakelite is a material which having cross-linked structure, cross-linked three-dimensional cross-linked structure. So due to this character, cross-linked structure, the bakelite material, the plastic material becomes very hard, and it maintains high melting points. That means even at a very high temperatures only it can melted. Okay, next, coming to next classification. Copolymers. If the polymer is made up of two or more different types of the copolymer means if the polymer is made up of two or more different types of monomers, it is called copolymer. Example, here there are two different monomers, monomer 1 and M1, monomer 2 M2, M1 M2. Okay, so example is nylon 66. So the copolymers are again classified into three types. They are straight chain copolymer, branched chain copolymer, cross linked or graft copolymers. As usually, as we seen in the homopolymers, same definition is same, but the difference is, in that case the polymer is homopolymer, that means it contains only one type of monomer. In this case the polymer contains two or more different types of monomers. So that means M1, M2, like that, M3, maybe M3 sometimes, maybe M4 also. So generally M1 and M2, minimum two different monomers must be present. Okay, so I don't explain again it is. So because the difference is that small difference, instead of one type of monomer, here it contains two different types of monomers, M1, M2, M1, M2, like this. If the polymer, the monomer present in the copolymer, they having straight chain, so it is called straight chain copolymer. It having branched chain, it is called branched chain copolymer. And if the monomers are having cross-linked three-dimensional network structure, it is called cross-linked copolymer. Okay, so the example it seems to be like this. Sorry, see here in the following diagram here. So here there is a three-dimensional network structure like this. Structure is there. Okay, so this type of structure is we obtained with different monomers. Types of polymerization. Next one, types of polymerization. Before going to explain types of polymerization, I have to explain what is polymerization. The polymerization means the making of monomer. Sorry. What is meant by polymerization? What is meant by polymerization? The preparation of a polymer by the combination of many number of monomers together is called polymerization, or simply the process of preparation of polymers are called polymerization. Simply the process of preparation of polymer is called polymerization. The polymerization is classified into two types. Basically, they are addition polymerization. Second one is condensation polymerization. So in this addition polymerization, it is also called as chain polymerization. Addition polymerization is also called as chain polymerization. So in this process, many number of smaller molecules add together forms products without losing of simple molecules like H2O, NH3, methanol, HCl, etc. Methanol, HCl, etc. So example, polythene. Here n number of ethylene molecules are undergo addition polymerization, which forms polythene. So this is the best example of addition polymerization. Next, coming to condensation polymerization. What is meant by condensation polymerization or step polymerization? Many number of smaller molecules add together form products without loss of simple molecules like with lossing of simple molecules like ammonia. I am repeating again. What is meant by condensation or step polymerization? Many number of smaller molecules add together forms products with losing simple molecules like HCl, NH3, etc. This is known as condensation. Condensation is also simply termed as addition elimination process. Condensation means addition plus elimination. Elimination addition, elimination. Okay, example of condensation reaction is preparation of nylon. Example of condensation process is condensation polymers are nylon 66, nylon 610, bakelite, etc. So polymerization. What is meant by polymerization? Many number of smaller molecules combine together forms a high molecular weight molecule called as macromolecule. It is also termed as polymer. The process is called polymerization. Example, preparation of ethylene and preparation of polythene and preparation of PVC. So n number of vinyl chloride molecules undergo polymerization and forms polyvinyl chloride. Okay, so this is about polymerization. Next, coming to addition polymerization. So addition polymerizations are classified into three types. The first one is free radical addition polymerization, ionic addition polymerization. In that cationic and ionic addition polymerizations are there, and third one is coordination polymerization. Okay, so in that first one, free radical addition polymerization. In this Addition polymerization starts with the free radicals called free radical addition polymerization. Examples of free radicals are Cl radical, benzoyl radical, hydroxy radical, etc. Ionic addition polymerization, in that cationic and anionic addition polymerization. If the addition polymerization is initiated by ions like H plus, Cu2 plus, etc. cations, then it is called addition polymerization, cationic addition polymerization. Next, anionic addition polymerization. In this anionic addition polymerization, it is initiated with anions like Cl minus ion, OH minus ion, etc. Next, coordination polymerization. What is meant by coordination polymerization? If the addition polymerization initiated by special catalyst like Ziegler-Natta catalyst through dative bonds is called coordination polymerization. Okay. Next, I am going to explain differences between addition and condensation polymerization. What is the difference between addition polymerization and condensation polymerization? Listen. Addition polymerization, the first one, the definition of addition polymerization. So the definition is definition of addition polymerization: when many number of smaller molecules can combine together, forms products without loss of smaller molecules, small molecules. The definition of condensation polymerization: two or more different types of monomers are combined together, forms products with loss of smaller molecules. Is known as condensation polymerization. Examples of addition polymerization: polythene, PVC, polypropylene, polystyrene. Next, examples of condensation polymerization is bakelite, nylon 66, nylon 610. Third point, rate of reaction is very fast. In the case of addition polymerization, rate of reaction is very fast. In the case of condensation polymerization, rate of reaction is very slow. Next, free radicals, Lewis acids, Lewis bases are used as a catalyst. In this case, mineral acids and bases are used as catalyst. Mineral acids examples are HCl, sulfuric acid, H3PO4. And bases examples: sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, etc. Next, fifth one, free radicals, cations, anions are used as initiators in this addition polymerization. Whereas in the case of condensation polymerization, monomers with active functional groups are used. Next one, sixth one, addition polymerizations are also called as chain growth polymerization. It is also called as step or growth polymerization. Seventh one, this only double bonded monomers undergo. In this case, only double bonded monomers undergo addition polymerization. Whereas in this case of condensation polymerization, monomers with functional groups involved in condensation polymerization. Next, eighth one, it is a three-step mechanism. The three steps are chain initiation, chain propagation, chain termination. Chain initiation, chain propagation, chain termination. Eighth one, in this case of condensation polymerization. In this, the slowest steps, that is n number of steps are there. Okay, it takes place through slowest steps. That means it contains n number of steps to form a polymer.